After the final whistle at Tarczynski Arena Stadium in Wrocław, something happened that immediately caught the attention of Manchester United fans. Manchester United had just suffered a 4-2 defeat to AC Milan, but while most of the players began making their way around the pitch, Marcus Rashford and Kobbie Mainoo appeared to make a different choice. Instead of heading toward Ruben Amorim, who was on the opposite side with his Milan players, the two United stars turned toward the traveling Manchester United supporters. And that small moment quickly became one of the biggest talking points of the night. Rashford and Mainoo walked toward the fans who had traveled all the way to Poland to support them. They acknowledged the supporters, stayed with them, and appeared focused on showing their appreciation to the people in the stands. To some content creators and rival fan bases, however, the decision meant something completely different. They immediately labeled it a snub of Ruben Amorim, suggesting that Rashford and Mainoo deliberately ignored their former manager as an act of revenge. And considering the history between the players and Amorim, it's easy to understand why the moment attracted so much attention. During his time at Manchester United, Amorim made it clear that Marcus Rashford was no longer central to his plans. Rashford eventually left the club on loan, first joining Aston Villa and later Barcelona. For Kobbie Mainoo also found himself dealing with reduced opportunities during Amorim's reign, before Michael Carrick's arrival brought a different situation for the midfielder. So when the final whistle went at Tarczynski Arena, the sight of Rashford and Mainoo choosing the supporters over a reunion with Amorim naturally created a powerful narrative. But here's the important part. We don't actually know what was going through either player's mind. There is no confirmed evidence that they deliberately ignored Amorim because they wanted revenge. What we do know is what happened in front of the cameras. They went toward the Manchester United supporters. And perhaps that's the simplest explanation. After everything that had happened during the previous season, the players may simply have wanted to acknowledge the fans who continued to support them. For Rashford especially, this was a significant moment. He was back in a Manchester United shirt after a long absence, while Mainoo was also returning to action. The match itself may have ended badly for United, with Milan coming from behind to win 4-2, but the full-time scenes created an entirely different storyline. Was it a deliberate snub? Was it revenge? Or were Rashford and Mainoo simply thanking the people who had traveled hundreds of miles to support them? Only the players themselves know the real answer, but one thing is certain. That small decision at full time has already given Manchester United fans plenty to talk about. And with a new chapter beginning under Michael Carrick, Rashford and Mainoo may have been more interested in looking forward than looking back. Because sometimes the loudest statement isn't what you say to someone, it's where you choose to go.